Hi, in today's video I'm going to be unboxing these Kalima wheels from Campagnolo. So these Kalima wheels are relatively new to the market. They're entry-level Campagnolo wheels. The reason I've gone for these is because I normally ride Campagnolo Zondas and I found them to be a great wheel. I've been riding them for about 5 years now, done about 12,000 miles on them, never had an issue at all. But then when I was riding a couple of days ago I snapped a spoke. Due to the current issues in Italy and the rest of Europe, there's going to be about a 4-week wait before I get my wheel back due to the time we have to wait to get new spokes shipped from Italy to distributors because they're not in stock in the UK and then sent on to my bike shop. So, not wanting to be without a bike, I decided to buy this set of wheels, which were a bargain, £139.99 from Chain Reaction Cycles. Bought them yesterday, paid an extra £5 for next day delivery, and they've just turned up now. So before I get on with the unboxing, I will just look at the stats a little bit on the iPad here. So these wheels are actually, the spec of them is pretty unbelievable for the price you pay. So they are just over 1.8 kilos for the wheel set, but they're priced at the sort of price range you'd expect to be getting a 2 kilo or more wheel set. The reviews online seem to be quite positive. The only negative review I could find was one where someone complained that it came with the wrong free hub body on, which is nothing against the wheels. They probably just ordered the wrong wheels because they bought Campagnolo wheels and were expecting it to always have a Campagnolo hub on it, but it didn't. It had a Shimano one on, but you can't really blame the wheels for that. So yeah, they seem cheap. They do have some of the downsides that my Zondas have, such as having these specific spokes that are hard to get hold of. But when I look at how reliable the Zondas have been for me over the past 5 years, then I'm not too concerned about that. And also because I will have now a second set of spare wheels, it doesn't concern me as much because I can always just fit these wheels if I have any trouble. And for example, I plan to go to Spain for a month later this year, and I'll be able to just take these wheels with me and I'll have a spare set there should anything happen to my other wheels. Okay, so let's get on with the unboxing now. Okay, so first of all we have standard little bag. I've never actually had wheels delivered in the original box from Campagnolo before. I've had Fulcrums, which are the same company, and yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same packaging that you'd expect. So yeah, it says it's got instruction manuals with it, and also a couple of quick releases. Okay, yeah, so a couple of quick releases. Really quite nice design on them. Spacer if you fit in a 9-speed, 10-speed cassette, which I'm not, but that's good to have. And then just, yeah, manuals that you'd expect. There's going to be nothing exciting in them particularly, apart from maybe which spokes you need to buy when they do snap. Okay, so packaging is as you'd expect. That's the front wheel. So yeah, 100% handmade quality. It says this wheel has been assembled manually, which is always good to read because I think although Campagnolo and Fulcrum do share a lot of manufacturing at the moment, and in fact if you look at the Fulcrum Racing Frees, they look identical to the new Zondas. They've moved to the same spoke pattern. But the low-end Fulcrums look to be sort of tensioned and built by machine, and a lot of people are complaining that with the Fulcrum Sports they're having a lot of problems with them being out of true when they get delivered, whereas this wheel, the reviews are not reporting the same problem. And I presume that's because this is still genuinely assembled by hand, and there's even an inspection chart here that's been ticked off personally, which is incredible really for the price you've paid for these wheels, and they've been shipped via, well, they've come from Italy and been assembled in Italy, so within Europe. It's really impressive that they're so cheap and still assembled by hand. So yeah, there's the front wheel. What I'm going to do, I'm also going to weigh the wheels individually because this is information that I've not been able to find online anywhere. So if I switch on the scales, and put it in the correct unit. Okay. So 843 grams, which means the rear wheel should be just under a kilo to be as advertised. Okay, so same again for this rear. We've got the handmade inspection checklist that's been ticked off by hand. Yep, it's definitely heavier than the front, as you'd expect. It's not as heavy as I'd expect for this sort of level of wheel set though. And the spokes actually look normal. They, unlike the Zondas, they do have some sort of tape, so I'm presuming that these don't actually need the special tool to change the spokes. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe these are spokes that are going to be easier to get replaced when you're out and about. So we'll weigh this. Ooh, quite heavy, 1.1 kilos. So that puts the wheel set in quite a bit over what it was advertised at, so at nearly 2 kilos, presuming that my scales are well calibrated. It's a shame I don't have my Zondas here with me and they're still at the bike shop, because it'd be interesting to weigh them as well, because I've never actually weighed them. Okay, so that's the rims unboxed and weighed, so they're coming in about 100 grams more than they're advertised at. But it's still pretty good for the price point that we're at with these wheels. They're going to make, hopefully, a good training set. So what I'm going to do now is I will fit them onto the bike and I will film the free hub noise, because everyone always likes to hear that. And then I'll be able to go out and give them a ride. I hope you enjoyed the clip of the free hub noise there. That's the end of this video. The wheels are unboxed and there's nothing much more to say. Please subscribe if you want more cycling videos, and thank you for watching.